Welcome to the Never Yield podcast. Today is Tuesday, December the 30th, and we are back after a nice week off, little Christmas. How does Santa Claus treat the Drake house, Andrew?
Well, it's good, because as I'm sure you're well aware with 3 kids of your own, I am Santa Claus. So, um, this year was pretty easy on the assembly, though. Easiest year so far since having kids. So, we did,
PSA, don't listen to this in the car with your children.
that too. Yes, if you're
X
yes, warning to
X-rated podcast.
yes. Yes, warning to all, do not listen with children in the car. No, yeah, so it was good. Christmas Day was good. Like I said, assembly was the easiest it's been, so, daughter
Yeah.
asked for a guitar, and
Oh, we got a musician on our hands.
yes, and, she does not mind being the center of attention, and, our 1.5-year-old got a Blackstone grill, a toy one,
Of
and,
course. Of
so
course. Hey, I've
super
actually
easy.
got I've got an Oklahoma Joe smoker up here that I'm trying to get rid of. So if he wants to get into smoking
I'm
meat
s
while he's on his
I'm
Blackstone,
starting them
I
young.
can drop it by the house.
Okay. Start them starting them young, but no, it
Yeah.
was good. Other than that, we literally live out the movie Four Christmases. So,
Okay.
we
Yeah. Of
concluded,
course.
we actually had,
Same.
like
Same.
yeah, we actually had, like, Christmas number 5, this afternoon on Sunday as we're recording this, so
Yeah.
we're, just ending it up. How about
Yeah.
you guys?
Well, it was good. Santa, he never remembers that our house is not big enough for the amount of gifts he brings.
Mhm,
And we don't have anywhere to put all the new toys and the new
mhm,
gear and the new
mhm.
swag.
Correct.
We're into the ice cream drip. I don't know if you know about the ice cream drip. Your kids may be a little young, but
Uh-huh.
there is a brand out there. It's called Baseball Lifestyle,
Okay.
and they are multi-bajillionaires because every kid, first, second grade and up, kindergarten even, mine's a kindergartner,
Mhm.
they wear clothes with ice cream sprinkles and like waffle cones on them, and
Okay.
somehow they attach them to baseball. And why we didn't invent that, I don't know, but it is the
Add it to the
hottest
list.
thing. Yeah, like it's yeah. So just get ready for ice cream drip.
Okay.
Um, but no, it was good. Yeah, 4 Christmases here also. Just got back from Northeast Arkansas today. A couple hours ago, we were over in Jonesboro doing our family shindig over there with the NEA crew. So got to watch a little hoops, little NEA tournament. Brother-in-law is a girls basketball coach at Riverside, so got to
Okay.
watch some girls, some boys hoops at the old Convocation Center at Jonesboro, where your boy used to work as a manager for the ASU basketball team. So back to my old stopping
Alright.
grounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Now the hard part starts. Got to get up on the roof and take the Christmas lights down and
Mm.
haul the tree out, and so now
That's
all
the
the
that's the only benefit of selling our house this year is that I didn't have to put any lights up, so I didn't make the effort to do that.
yeah.
Maybe the house would have sold by now had I done it though, but,
Yeah, if you'd had lights up, it would have been long sold.
yeah, so but, yeah, didn't do that. Since we already this is the last thing we'll touch on Santa and stuff, but since we already, put the cat out of the bag, how do y'all do me and a buddy were talking about this today. How do y'all do Santa in your house?
I mean, he eats the cookies, he drinks the milk, he
Okay,
um he leaves this year it was really neat. He left all of Parker's presents with one type of wrapping paper and Sawyer's with
okay,
a different complete type, and
okay,
Palmer, our baby, with a completely different type. So he was really organized this year.
okay,
He had his elves on top of things.
okay, so he wraps the gifts?
Yes, he does wrap
Okay,
the
he
gifts. I
wraps
know
the gifts, and
that's
does
a
he is it more than 1 per child, or does he bring, like, 1 gift? per child? I mean, like,
yeah,
per
I
child
think yeah, I think one child had 16 this year, one child had 15,
from
and the
Santa?
baby yeah, yeah, and
Wow, okay.
the baby had, like, 6.
Okay, see, these are conversations that I need to be having with my kids being 4 and 1 and 1
Yeah,
coming in March
yeah.
that, see, we copied and pasted how we did Christmas in my household growing up, whereas
That's what we do. We
that's
just
what y'all
copy
did.
and pasted how it
Okay,
was yeah,
okay. So, we in my household growing up, I didn't even ask what my wife what they did growing up because I just did what we did because my Christmas was better. So,
mhm.
um, no, but Santa only brings 1 gift. It's like your biggest gift.
Wow.
Well,
Yeah.
because I mean,
Okay.
when you go see Santa, you ask like, you don't tell him 10
Yeah,
things, right? You just tell him, like, 1
yeah,
thing
yeah,
normally.
yeah.
He brings 1 big gift, and it's
Okay.
unwrapped
Yeah.
under the tree. I think that's taken from some of the movies like Santa Claus, Tim Allen, we touched on it last week.
Mhm. Mhm.
He brings the gift, and he just leaves it out there
Yeah.
because he ain't got
Yeah.
time to he gotta make the toys and wrap them and put them, and each
Well,
kid gets
we
16?
got, like, 6,000 elves up there doing the dirty
Okay,
work,
alright. I mean,
you know?
I have seen
So,
some renditions where the elves do the delivery, stuff.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, everybody
Yeah.
does it different. I was just curious
But
'cause,
Santa's very magical. Santa's very magical.
correct.
That's what
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah.
taught is,
Yeah.
we had the question of how does he carry toys for every kid in the world in his bag and not go restock in between every
Mhm.
house?
Mhm. Mhm.
There's some things that are just magical.
Yeah.
It's just there's just no explanation because it's magic,
Yeah.
and we just don't ask questions.
Yeah. Yeah. We
But,
haven't got a lot of the questions yet. At
yeah,
4,
yeah, yeah,
we did
yeah. I think Santa's very good about doing, he doesn't only watch the kids, he watches the parents,
mhm.
and he knows kinda how they think Christmas should be structured, so every house kinda has their own little ways. I
Yeah.
know some people who Santa doesn't wrap the gifts for. I know some
Mhm.
people who he does,
Mhm.
and I think he just tries to make everybody happy.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Yeah, so, I'm just we went over to friend's house today, wrapped up our last little, Christmas thing that we are gonna do, exchange gifts between the kids, and, so one of the gifts my friend's son was playing with, and I was like, that's what Santa brought?" And he was like, "Well, that was, like, one of, like, 6 things." I was like, "6
Oh, yeah, see.
things?" And
Yeah,
so, in our house, we just do
yeah,
the one
yeah,
big thing is what Santa
yeah,
brings, and so, anyway,
yeah. Oh,
just
I get it.
curious as
Yeah,
to how
yeah, I
I'm
get it, yeah.
learning as a
A
under
noob.
5-year parent,
Yeah, yeah.
how everybody does
So, yeah,
their
we had,
Christmas.
like I said, they made sure and counted, and one Sawyer was not happy because he only had 15 and
Mm,
Parker had 16 presents.
that's a problem.
Um,
See,
but,
if you just do
but
the
Sawyer got
one,
a but Sawyer got a brand new baseball bat, and
okay,
I'm assuming
pretty
it was
cool.
really expensive or
Yeah,
had good materials in it, so it was a little more expensive than what Parker got, so it evened out.
okay,
So, but
alright.
yeah, Santa has came and went. I'm sure he's resting up now. Um, we got one more week here of, no school, so daddy daycare is open this week,
Mhm,
and then after New Year's, we'll, get back into school, and daddy will get back to work real hard and, um, back to real life, so
yeah,
SEC play will start for the Hogs. We'll have
that's right.
college football national championship.
Yep,
So, yeah, we just got another week till things get real. Um, but yeah, Christmas was good. So outside of it being 77 degrees on Christmas Day, I mean it was good.
right, and I did not get the memo today. We were outside, early today playing
Mhm.
basketball in the driveway.
Mhm.
Then, both kids got some, baseball bats and, like, tee and T-ball and stuff, and so
Mhm.
we were out in the backyard playing that, shorts and T-shirts, and then came
Yeah.
inside for a little
Yeah.
bit. Kids took naps, and then we were, like, loading up to go to our friend's house this afternoon. It was, like, 40 degrees cooler than what it
Mm,
was when we were
yeah, it was
outside, and it was,
crazy.
"What the heck?"
It was
I did
crazy.
not watch the weather, and so I was
I'm a
definitely not
I'm a I'm
prepared.
a I'm a big weather guy, so I'm always keeping up with the weather. And I knew it was gonna get cold today
Yeah,
sometime, but
yeah.
we were in Conway. We ate lunch in Conway today, okay,
Mhm,
on the way back from Jonesboro.
mhm.
Lost 3 Portillos, really good Mexican joint down there.
What's it called?
Um, Lost 3 Portillos, I think is how you pronounce it.
Okay, I didn't hit that up in my time in Conway,
Yeah,
but
it's kinda
I do have
new.
some favorite spots there, though.
It's right there on the corner of, on the first exit, on 65. You know, it's got, like,
Mhm,
the Walmart right there. It's
mhm.
right there on the interstate. You
Okay,
can see it from the interstate.
okay.
It's good. Homemade tortillas. I'm a big homemade tortilla guy, so,
Dude, I'm a tortilla
uh,
snob, so I'm there with
yeah,
you. Alright,
yeah. But,
good to
anyway,
know.
so it was 78 degrees at 3 o'clock this afternoon in Conway, okay?
Mhm,
78. And I knew it was gonna be cold when we got back.
mhm,
And I just watched it on the car all the way up 40. I just watched it on the car.
mhm,
It was 39 when we got out of the car in
mhm.
Fayetteville. So from
Yeah,
Conway to Fayetteville, it went from 77 to 39.
mhm.
It's that's some stuff right there.
Yes,
That's some stuff right
that's
there.
a day in Arkansas for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah, so that's the personal lives of the real husband, real housewives, real house husband edition of the Never Yield Pod. From Drake and Kelby. um, Moving on back to reality here. So
Mhm,
Hoop Hogs, since the last time we talked, went and got their booty spanked by Houston.
mhm,
Um, Not super competitive, got down 20, maybe more than that, 25 at one point.
mhm.
Clawed it back to 8 or 9, but just could never get over the hump. We've kind of forgot about that. That was over a week ago. But James Madison coming up. Actually, James Madison will have already been played by the time the pod comes out, but I'll be going to the James Madison game,
Nice.
watching the last tune up before Tennessee comes into town on Saturday.
Yeah.
Uh, thoughts on where the Hogs sit as they got one more tune up before conference play. How you feeling about the squad? They dropped 4 spots from 14 to 18 in the AP poll. Obviously, 3 losses, all three to top 10 teams, 2 wins against Texas Tech and Louisville, who are also ranked in the top 20. So 2 good wins, 3 no losses are good losses, but 3 losses to really good teams.
Yeah.
Anyways, how you feeling as we head into conference play?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not gonna get worried about it. Like we've said since the beginning of basketball season, that Cal's teams are gonna peak a little later in the year. So, getting two of the five really tough ones is fine. You'd have liked to have had Houston on in the W column, but it is what it is. It's a neutral site game, weird time of the year, So anyway, I'm good. You know, we'll see as we get into SEC conference plays where it's really gonna come to fruition, and I definitely, we want to stay healthy is the main thing. If we can keep everybody healthy, we can't lose any bigs on this roster. So or probably either one of the freshman guards. So need to stay healthy. But yeah, I'm not super worried. I'm not overly ambitious either. So just kind of saying I'm
Even keel.
I feel like I'm where most Hog fans are trying to be mentally about
Yeah.
not getting too
Yeah.
excited, but also, not super concerned that we're gonna go 0-4 to start conference play or anything like that, like last year. So
Yeah. Which we have done. Yeah, we have done.
yeah.
Um, yeah, the Houston game was frustrating. I mean, not because we lost, but just kind of because of how we lost and just never really seeing a path to win. And I feel like we're too good too talented to not have a chance to win a game. Any
Hmm.
game we're in. And you just didn't
Yeah.
really feel that. Um, but as a coach and as a former coach in my past life, like those games are really games that, you can use to wake up your team. You can use the Duke game and the Michigan State game and be like, "Hey, we're that close," and then you can use the Houston game and be like, "Hey, shows you have to show up and play really well on both sides.
Mhm.
Y'all think y'all are really dang good, but this just shows you how great you have to be on both ends every possession." And
Mhm.
so just a lot to learn from. I have a lot of good teaching points, a lot of good clips. Um, man, I'm just I'm like, what's the highest DEF CON? Like 5? Is that like DEF CON, like end of the world, DEF CON meter 5?
Yeah, I
Like
think
I'm
so.
on like I'm on like a 4 with this team defensively because
Mhm.
I've been talking about it for a month or longer. Like, and it started out with post defense, how we were just getting worked inside by Michigan State and Duke. And then it kind of turned into our ball screen defense, kind of there in the middle. Like, we couldn't guard a ball screen well. We were late on rotations. And against Houston, it was our guards. Like, dude, Houston just got to the paint every time they wanted. One on
Mhm.
one, no actions, just, hey, I'm going to beat you off the bounce.
Mhm.
And so now we've seen defensive struggles from every layer of this team. And it's not just one position. And so that's when you start panicking. It's like if it's just one guy, if it's just the bigs, like, hey, we can find some ways to maybe hide this. But when the whole team eventually is getting exposed on defense, and it's not like we're not athletic enough to guard, like it just comes down to a want to at this point, like a mono on mono. Here's what we used to say, like, guard your yard. Me versus
Mhm.
you, you got a yard, 3 by 3. You got to guard your yard, keep them out of the paint, make them change directions, make them turn. Dude, Houston was just exposing us off the
Mhm.
bounce. And that's frustrating because it's not like they were coming off a bunch of staggers or running really good actions. It was just, hey, I'm just going to beat you off the bounce. You can't do nothing about it. And when
Mhm.
you help, we're going to kick out for a 3. If you don't help, I'm going to get a layup or you're going to foul us. And so, man, you just got to win that. You just got to win that one on one battle every play.
Mhm.
And as a guard, like it's me versus you, one on one. You ain't getting to the paint. I'm not letting you get in the paint. I'm guarding my yard. You ain't getting there. One on one. I don't need no help.
Mhm.
And that's just not happening. So
Yeah.
that's my biggest concern right now is just the defensive intensity on both. I mean, all levels, guards, bigs, ball screens, and Cal's had, he had a team at Kentucky a couple years ago where like they didn't even try to guard.
Mhm.
They beat everybody like 106-95. And
Mhm.
so I just don't feel like that's a sustainable way to win at a high level. So
Right.
um hopefully they get it fixed. They've had a whole week. I know they got to go home for Christmas for a few days and see their family, but um I'm not telling Cal anything he doesn't know or see. But defensively, man, they've got to get it figured out because you can't just outscore people. I mean,
Mhm.
you scored almost 90 on Houston. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
That should win you the game against Houston every time because their
Mhm.
defense is so good.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just that's my biggest concern. I'm not like freaking out, but I'm starting to see a common theme here that defensively we just don't have it, and it's just
Mhm.
a mentality. It's just a mentality is all it is.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I mean, I think Darius Acuff showed again, like he may not be the best freshman point guard in the country. He may be the best point guard in the country,
Mhm.
all levels.
Yeah.
I mean, he went for what? This has been a long time ago. I don't have it pulled up, but he went for 25, and against Houston, and on a high level of scoring, had some good passes, had some man ones, hit some threes. I mean, I'm not saying he's the best point guard in the country, but I'm saying like he's working his way up in that conversation, with the
Mhm.
Braden Smiths and the Christian Andersons and all those guys. So
Mhm.
that would be the positive. We just got to have these role players continue to step up and play better. I think Carter Knox had 3, if I remember right. He hit a 3 early, and that was all he scored. DJ missed a bunch of open threes. Malik got going a little bit. I think he had 8 or 9, but he still wasn't what he needs to be. So, um, yeah, JMU, not great. Middle of the pack in the Sun Belt. This is not JMU football. Um, Middle of the pack in the Sun Belt. Hopefully, they take care of business with their last tune-up game, and then you got the Vols coming into town on Saturday. I guess this would be a good time to say that this will be our only pod this week. We won't be filming a pod on New Year's Day. I'll be doing some traveling and so but yeah, Tennessee coming in Saturday, so we'll talk about them a little bit right now. As of today, we're ranked 18th in the country. They're ranked 19th in the country. I think we're both 9-3. Tennessee did beat Houston, so that just shows you right there, like they're good enough, as good as anybody.
Mhm.
But they did get beat by Kansas, Syracuse, and Illinois 3 games in a row, which is obviously 3 pretty good teams. Not 3 top 10 teams like we've lost to, but 3 good teams.
Mhm.
They also beat Louisville without Mikael Brown, but they beat Louisville, and so big game at the Bud on Saturday. Stripe out. I
Yep.
expect the crowd to be rocking. I'm excited about it, but yeah, that's a really, really, really difficult first SEC game. I mean, it's about as difficult as you could get. Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I'm excited, man. Tennessee's gonna be tough. JMU needs to be the last get right game, and on to Rick Barnes and the Vols. I've already got my tickets in my pocket for the Tennessee game, also. So
Nice.
I'll be striped out, ready to go for the Vols. I don't remember the last time we started the SEC with a win. I feel like we always started out with a loss, even with here.
Right.
I know we did
Yeah.
last year, so
Yeah. Well,
it'd be
feels
nice.
like Tennessee is usually one of, if not the first team we always play, and they're always
Oh,
pretty good.
yeah,
So,
and they spank us.
yeah. So it'd be nice to get on the board 1-0 conference play for the first time in what feels like a
Ever.
long time. So,
Yeah. Um, I know they got a big, strong boy inside. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but everybody who watches college basketball knows, Jacoby Gillespie and Nate Ament. Nate Ament was down to us in Tennessee, I think, is his final two.
mhm.
Another McDonald's All American. We thought we were going to get him, and he ended up picking Tennessee. He's having a good year. He's averaging 15 and 7 as a true freshman. So um, he's long and skinny, can shoot the three. He's kind of like a freshman version of Trevor Brazile.
Mhm.
And then Jacoby Gillespie is one of the best players in the country, averaging almost 18 a game, 6 assists. So I'm sure that'll be a Cups matchup. Uh, But yeah, Rick Barnes is one of the best in the game, man. I know he's
Yeah.
old. I know he's boring, but Tennessee's there every year.
Mhm.
They're a top 2 or 3 seed in the tournament every year,
Mhm.
and so they're going to be well coached. They're going to be physical, and the Bud better be popping. That's all I
Yeah.
got to say about it.
I think it will be.
So, um, transfer portal news, football. So since we last talked, I'll just go over the whole list of guys that have entered the portal. Um, AJ Green, which is just a crazy story.
Yeah.
Mean, him and Rocket Sanders were like 1A, 1B almost,
Mhm.
And what was that, 2021 when we had a 9-win season?
Yeah.
And then he got hurt, transferred to Oklahoma State, got hurt again, and it just I don't know why he couldn't get on the field this year. I guess he's just not very good. I don't know. But
Well, he was hurt a
um
lot of the year. I think he was
this
hurt
year,
yeah,
yeah,
I think the last 6, 7 games, I think he was hurt. So, I mean, but he
yeah.
before that wasn't super high on the depth chart, but
No, he wasn't. That's what's crazy. But so hopefully he lands on his feet. I think he's a good dude. He seems
mhm.
really well spoken. He's obviously been through it, so I'd like to see him land on his feet somewhere and get a chance to play. We talked about see Shaq McCroy. We talked about that one a while back. That's a big one.
Mhm.
My boy Ian Giffard.
Mhm.
He was on my wish list to make sure we
Yeah.
keep. He's announced he's going in the portal, but then one of those guys, I think it was Joe Tipton with On Three, said that don't count Arkansas out. This may just be like a negotiation money thing.
Mhm.
So he
Yeah, I
thought
mean,
he may
we
still get. I don't know. I don't know how those negotiations work, but
yeah. I
and
mean,
it's
we've
not that he's good. Like but he's 380
Yeah,
pounds.
he's a
He's a
body.
body. Another year of maturity. It's another piece you don't have to go fill in the portal. You can just add to that depth.
Mhm.
Um, and so hopefully they can figure out how to keep him. Caleb James, he announced he's going in just in the last day or two. I don't think he played very much at all. I don't think. Um, I don't even I don't even recognize his name if I'm being honest with you. Um, but a defensive lineman nonetheless.
Yeah,
Your boy Tavian Wallace, we talked about how that's kind of a big loss.
yeah, that one hurt.
Big, highly recruited linebacker out of Georgia. So we'll see where he ends up. And then defensive back, Keyshawn Davila and Miguel Mitchell. So we have zero between graduation and transferring out. We have no starters back in the secondary, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah, about to
Um,
say I could go get, beat by 10 yards.
yeah, right. And
It'd be
so,
more than
but these
10,
are just the
but I
guys
could
that
go
have been
get beat.
announced
Yeah,
so far. The portal opens, I believe, Friday or Saturday of this week.
January
So I'm
2nd,
sure there will probably
whatever
be
day of
some
the week that
more.
is.
There will probably be some more coming out. But there's been a lot of guys announced they're staying, and but when you look at this list I just read off, kind of what's your thoughts? What's your the latest of what you think about this?
Yeah, I mean, Tavian Wallace is still the biggest name that hurts to see on there, and who knows, maybe some of these guys, maybe it is negotiation tactics that we've seen guys enter and come back before and enter again and come back again. So hopefully the key pieces we can keep, and but hopefully Silverfield and having 8 coaches at each position will help will help scouting and negotiating and all that stuff. So yeah, definitely it's going to be more so than the coaching staff. It's going to be what kind of roster can we put together. So in year one, you know, I think everybody just wants to see 6 or 7 wins this first year. So what kind of roster can you put together to build something off of and going forward? So yeah, it's going to be interesting starting Jan 2. See what kind of guys we can bring in. Again, we talked about it a little bit last time, but yeah, just we don't want guys from Montana Tech or third string at at Power 4 schools. We want to start seeing some dudes that have
Yeah.
some playing time, or at least big upside if you're gonna swing on guys from the G5. So yeah, let's get I mean, and there's a good litter of talent coming from the group of fives. It was a good obviously it was a good group of 5 year this year. So there's talent to be had. It's just can we capitalize and can we get some of these guys? So
Yeah, you just always wonder, like, there's been a bunch of defensive players from Florida enter the portal.
hmm
And so you start to, you just wonder, like, is because of course every time someone from Florida enters a portal, every Arkansas guy's like side eye emoji, like,
hmm
is he gonna follow his DC to Arkansas? Like, I
yeah.
mean, in a perfect world, yeah, but dude, these kids want to get paid. They're not
hmm
following their coach because they love their coach. That's just not
Right.
how it works anymore. 10
Yeah.
years ago it was.
Yeah.
It's not how it works anymore.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna go whoever throws a bag at them. And so, but yeah, if they can poach a couple of these guys from Florida, one
hmm
or two,
Yeah.
and then there's been a slew of Memphis guys enter the portal.
hmm
We knew there would be, but pretty. I didn't realize Silverfield's credit. He had a couple 4 stars on the roster. A couple starters that were recruited that picked Memphis over us or picked Memphis over a couple other SEC schools. So
hmm
a couple of those guys have entered the portal. Um, so once again, you just kind of, I mean, the money's going to have to be there, but our guys are reaching out to all these kids
Yeah.
from Florida and Memphis, and I saw the kid from Oklahoma entered that was from Bauxite, I think.
Yeah.
Um, secondary guy,
Still,
Arkansas kid.
I still hate
So,
I still hate the town of Bauxite,
man, Bauxite, the miners.
from, sophomore year. We got cheated in Bauxite, I'll say
Straight
it.
cheated.
I'll
And it was
say
on
it.
film. Channel 11 had the
Oh,
perfect view.
we were channel 4, 7, and 11, game of
Yeah.
the week that week.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, they showed I'll never forget, I think it was Wes Moore when he was at,
No, it was Craig O'Neill. It was Craig O'Neill.
okay, one of
I
them
know what you're about to say.
was like, "You make the call on this," and I'll never forget,
Yeah.
Bauxite throws a pass, it touches the receiver's fingertips, and as soon as
Barely touches it.
it barely touches the fingertip. As soon as it touches the fingertip, the ref turns around back to a touchdown as the
Yeah.
receiver's getting up 6 feet away from the football.
Yeah.
Um,
Crazy.
Lost 14-7
Crazy.
over over we had over 20 penalties, I think, to their 2 penalties.
Yeah.
And we had, I think it was at least 2 touchdowns, maybe 3 that got called back for holding.
Oh yeah, it was right after that, dude.
Anyway,
It barely flipped his fingers. It's not like he caught it and
right.
dropped it as he
It
went
was
down. Like it barely
touched his
touched his
fingers
hands.
and
They
fell
called a
off.
touchdown. 2 plays later, Andy Alt runs an 80-yard
Yep.
touchdown,
Mhm.
and as soon as he breaks past the secondary, you can see the guy drop his flag for
Yes.
holding.
Yes.
And you're just like, dude, it's so obvious.
And
But
and for those that don't know about Jessieville's amazing wing T offense, we weren't even coached to block, like, with our hands, it was with our forearms, and so, like, holding was
we never got holding
we
calls ever.
never held, and so
Yeah. Yeah.
anyway, 20 years ago, I digress, but I just
Bauxite.
hearing the name Bauxite, go back
The
and look
pit.
up
The
fall of
pit. Yeah.
2003, Jessieville at Bauxite.
It's
Look
on
at that.
YouTube somewhere because I've
Yeah,
seen it. I've
yeah,
seen it on
it's
YouTube. So,
atrocious.
but anyways,
Egregious.
back to the kid that went to Oklahoma from Bauxite.
We'll take him at Arkansas though.
If my boy Neely Norwood's listening, he was one of the great quarterbacks in Bauxite history. He knows how it was. So,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
roommate of mine in college. But um, but yeah, the kid from Bauxite that went to Oklahoma picked us over Arkansas. Probably Sam didn't even recruit him. Probably knowing
Probably.
what we've heard now that he's left. But anyways, he's in the portal, so everybody's like, "Oh, side eye," Another offensive lineman from LSU entered. His brother's committed to Arkansas, so they're like, "Oh, well, he can play with his brother."
Okay.
And so you never know, but the portal will be crazy here
Oh yeah.
in a week.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We'll see if they spend all their money on running game assistant coordinators or offensive an analyst to the quarterback's right arm, or if they're going to spend some of that money in the transfer portal because
Yeah.
we do have 16 coaches at every position. Speaking of transfer portal, how about on the basketball front? Have you heard about this kid that's committed to Baylor that's going to play starting the new year?
That was like apparently a first round pick in
Yeah,
the
he
NBA
was the
draft.
first pick of the second round of the
Okay.
NBA draft, and I don't get it, but I don't know the rules. But dude, if you've been picked in the NBA draft, I don't care if you've played or not. If you've been drafted in the NBA draft, how can you come back and play college basketball? Make it make sense.
Yeah, it's weird times for sure. And we knew that once you start paying players without a lot of regulations, there's gonna be some weird doors open up. But I'm assuming he hasn't played NBA
He's not played
minutes.
in the NBA. No,
Okay.
he's not played in the NBA.
Okay. So I'm
He just got
assuming
drafted.
he's been a G League guy.
Yeah,
So
that's the deal. These kids out of high school, they've skipped college, they went G League or G League Ignite. They've even sometimes they skip high school. Like after their sophomore year, they'll just quit high school and go play in this G League Ignite, whatever. And I don't know. Supposedly there's another guy now that's got a 2-way contract with the Bulls or the Cavs or somebody. He's in the G League. He's been called up, I think, to the NBA.
mhm.
That's what a 2-way contract is.
Right,
Is
yeah. You can
you go up
yeah.
and down.
We've had a lot of
Anyways, and
Razorbacks
now
on tour.
supposedly supposedly there's like 10 colleges that are trying to get him. He's coming to college too. So I don't know if he's actually played a minute in the NBA or not, but he's on a
Mhm.
two-way contract, two-way deal. So
Mhm.
yeah, dude, just crazy times.
Money's
And
probably better in college than the G League, so.
yeah, no, for sure. And here's the deal, like people like Cal ain't gonna do it.
Mhm.
Like he's so against all this anyway. Like he ain't gonna play that game.
Mhm.
And now you're starting to see more and more of like the old school coaches. Like I know Scott Drew took the guy from Baylor, but this other guy that I'm talking about, like you're starting to see like there's no Arkansas, there's no Kansas, there's
Mhm.
no Michigan State. Like
Mhm.
these old school coaches are like, yeah, we're not playing this game.
Yeah.
We're gonna we're gonna do it with a little integrity here, kind of somewhat played by the rules. But
Mhm.
yeah, wild times
Yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
Um, in the basketball portal. Um, Michigan has their man. The
Yep.
Wolverines have hired Kyle Whittingham straight out of left field.
Yeah.
Nobody had him on the Michigan short list. Kyle Whittingham obviously retired from Utah.
Yeah.
Been there since I think he followed Urban Meyer, if I remember right.
I think so. I think he's been there that
Uh,
long, yeah.
yeah, and he was a defensive coordinator for Urban, so he's been there his whole life almost,
Mhm.
and retired, and somehow Michigan coaxed him into going to Ann Arbor, and I didn't watch his press conference today. Like I said, I've been on the road most of the day, but I'll be curious to watch his press conference. I will do it and kind of see what made him go from retirement because you usually retire when like you're burnt out. You just kind of know. You just kind of
Well,
know it's time to step down.
a lot of posts and stuff that I've seen, I haven't done a lot of investigating on this, but there was a lot of word that, like, Utah was kinda like, "Hey, we're kinda ready
Hmm.
to move on and, like, for
Just wore out his welcome.
a new
Yeah.
chapter, kinda
Tired of
thing."
winning 8 or 9 games every year.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So, to me, it kinda sounds like a Houston Nutt deal where it's like he wasn't, like, fired, but he was, like, kinda encouraged to, like, "She can
Yeah.
you can move along.
Yeah.
We're kinda ready for you too." So, and then I thought I saw something, like, that he had made a comment, like, "I'm a free agent. I'm not, like," or, like, "I'm in the portal," or something, like, "I'm not, like,
Yeah.
100% retired," or something. I think he made a comment or something like that, and then
Hmm.
Michigan was like, "Oh, really?"
Hmm. Well, I mean, I think it's a great hire for Michigan this late in the game,
Oh,
all that
yeah.
just coming down last second.
Yeah.
Uh, I think he kind of fell into their lap. I don't think they really could have done much better, even if they
Mhm.
had 6 months, like we did.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's a lot of there's
it's
a
kind
lot
of
of
it's kind of frustrating whenever we had a realistically, but we have 3 months head start,
Mhm.
and they have a week, and they go. I know we're not Michigan,
Yeah.
but they go pull somebody like Kyle Whittingham, and we're in the struggle bus over here.
Yeah.
Not going back down that route.
Right,
Um,
yeah.
I think he's done a
ESPN
great job. I
yeah.
think he's done a good job. So
Yeah. ESPN
so
did
far,
their grades of all the coaching carousel, and they were not too high on our hire, so
yeah. Well, nobody was.
yeah,
That's why we got him.
yeah,
That's why he's not at Auburn. We've already talked about all this, but
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a him against the world mentality.
Mhm.
Like I said, I don't think he could have done a. He's been off to as good a start as you could possibly get. He hadn't
Sure.
coached a game
Yeah.
yet,
Yeah.
but in terms of flipping those in-state guys and hiring a pretty good staff, and it seems like he's gotten a lot of extra coaches too. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see when he coaches the game.
Yeah.
And this portal, we'll know in the portal real quick what kind of
Mhm.
money we're working with if we can get some of these guys.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big one is the LSU offensive lineman.
Mhm.
I think he's one of the 4 or 5 top portal guys in the whole country. So
Mhm.
from Marion, his
Yeah.
name's already escaping my mind. But
Yeah.
college football playoffs, round one, snooze fest. Just is just as most people knew it would be. Tulane gets just spanked by Ole Miss.
Mhm.
JMU gets just spanked by Oregon.
Mhm.
Um, they'll get all that. They'll get it all fixed for next year, but it's just the college football playoff committee, and they're just playing by the rules. They had to
Yeah.
take JMU because they're the fifth best ranked conference champion. They just got to go by the rules.
Mhm.
But yeah, they'll get it all fixed. I mean, I'll be shocked if they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, first round playoff, not much there. And obviously, Miami going into Kyle Field, not letting A&M score a touchdown.
Yeah.
Didn't have that on my bingo card.
Wild game. And they missed, like,
Um,
4 field goals, still won the game.
yeah, yeah, and so, uh, but yeah, just not much to talk about. Obviously, Alabama and Oklahoma ended up being an exciting game to watch. Bama being down 17, coming back and winning in Norman.
Mhm.
Um, so home field didn't help Oklahoma or A&M, but I know we did our predictions last week, but we got Oregon and Texas Tech, Alabama and Indiana, Ole Miss and Georgia in the Sugar Bowl, and Miami and Ohio State. They'll actually play on New Year's Eve on Wednesday night.
Mhm.
Um, anyways, let's see. We got Oregon as a 2.5 point favorite against Texas Tech. What do you think?
I believe I picked Texas Tech in this one, or did I? I I've slept
I did.
I've slept since then and had many Christmases. So,
Just don't worry about those picks. We're
yeah, yeah.
starting over.
Yeah, yeah, we'll just
Starting
start
over.
over. First round didn't count. I did pick
Yeah.
Miami though. But yes, I will take we're not in home fields anymore, so we're at neutral sites.
Yeah. We're at
It's
the
got
Orange Bowl.
yeah,
Orange
it's got
Bowl.
Oregon 2.5 favorite.
Yeah, Oregon's favored. Yeah.
You know they gotta look good. You know what? Give me some Oregon. Give me some Oregon in this
Yeah,
one.
I like it. I like it. There's a lot of people on Oregon. I still
Yeah,
like Texas Tech. Um, I don't really have any reason to back that up. I just do.
yeah,
So uh I need them. If they do lose, that's fine as long as they only lose by a touchdown or less. Because I've got them as a second leg of a teaser I'm waiting on. So
okay.
I just need them to finish off that so I can get paid on my teaser.
Yeah,
But yeah, that should be an excellent game. I think that'll be a
should
very,
be.
very good game. Alabama and Indiana. I mean, here's the deal. Indiana is obviously the number one seed for Heisman Trophy winner. They earned it, obviously. But I'm gonna tell you right now, just the name Alabama
Mhm,
and the helmet of Alabama. Like, I think Indiana's better than Alabama. It's probably by a lot, but I don't think Oklahoma could have beat Indiana. I
mhm,
think just Alabama, just because it's Alabama, just the
mhm,
name Alabama.
mhm.
I think they could. I'm picking Indiana, but I would not be shocked if Alabama beat them.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same. Just because I have Georgia beating Indiana, so I'll do the same thing. I'll pick Indiana, but will not even remotely be shocked if Alabama wins.
Yeah, should be another fun one. Um, Ole Miss and Georgia. I've already seen it once. Here's the deal: Georgia beat Ole Miss by a touchdown or 10. I don't remember with Lane Kiffin.
Mhm.
I don't see how. I don't see how they beat him. I don't see how Ole Miss can win without Lane Kiffin. If you couldn't
Yeah,
win with your head coach, you ain't gonna win without your head coach.
yeah,
And I think if anybody in the country's gotten better, it looks like the Bulldogs
yeah.
from September to now. They
Mhm,
look dang good. So
mhm. Yeah, they've been my national champion all year, so I'm taking the
yeah,
Bulldogs.
Kirby Smart 2 3 weeks to prepare.
Mhm.
My buddy, and uh, guest on the Never Yield pod, Josh Alford, will be there in person.
Okay.
And I told him he's wasting his time to save his money. Um,
You
and
gotta
of
do
course,
it though.
his comments always. what time do y'all play Saturday? I forgot,
Yeah.
or whatever, like, when's y'all's game or,
Yeah.
whatever. So, but
Yeah.
he can only live on that for so long
That's
because
right.
they're
That's
they're
right.
going back down to
You gotta do
bottom
it,
of the
though.
barrel.
You gotta do it, though. If we were in the
Oh yeah,
playoffs,
for sure,
I'd be
for sure,
there
for
even if
sure,
we were
for sure.
30-point dogs,
One,
so
yeah, 100%. 100%. And then the last one, like we said, on New Year's Eve, Miami and Ohio State. Currently, my Ohio State is a 9.5 point favorite. So obviously, I'll pick Ohio State.
yeah.
Um, I don't know. I feel like 9.5's a lot, but I don't know.
Feels like a lot for that matchup, but, yeah, I mean, I don't see any way Miami comes out beating Ohio State, so
It's the lowest total by a lot, 42.5 points. So obviously, two really good defenses.
mhm,
I mean, Ohio State's defense is just insane, and
mhm.
A&M's defense is good, but if you can only score 7 points on A&M, how are you going to
Right.
score 14 on Ohio State?
Right.
Uh, so yeah, low scoring game there. So yeah, it should be as bad as the first round was. I think this is going to be a great slate of college football, and
Mhm.
very, very, very excited about
Yeah.
it. My last thing before we wrap up is a shout out to our boy, one of my favorite hoop hogs of all time, top 3 or 4, Anthony Black.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
AB against the Nuggets, who obviously are really good.
Mhm.
Nikola Jokic, one of the best players of all time, honestly. But AB stepping up big time with 38 against the Denver Nuggets on this past Saturday. 38 points for AB on
Way to go.
7 of 11 from 3. And so obviously still doing all the other stuff, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. He don't have the fro no more. He's got
Oh, I haven't
he just got it braided now.
okay.
Um
I
so
haven't seen.
looks a little different without the fro,
Mhm.
but yeah, man, I'm so happy for AB, dude. He's always been one of my favorites. Like, he just had
Top
the
3 or 4 of all
prototypical.
time, huh?
Yeah, dude, loved him.
Okay.
Loved him when he was here.
Yeah, I
Loved
mean,
him.
I liked him. I don't not like him. I'm just saying that's high
Yeah.
praise.
No, I mean, he yeah, man. I mean, not best, obviously, but
No,
like,
yeah, yeah, no, your
I mean,
favorites
just
are your favorites.
favorite,
You can
man.
have
Like
yeah.
just off the top of my head, I don't even have a, but like my favorite hoop hogs, AB, love AB. Dude, I love Darius Acuff. I've been saying that all year, but uh, Brandon Dean, I was a big Brandon Dean guy.
Loved Brandon Dean, yeah.
Love Brandon Dean. The big Joe Johnson guy.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
a big Matt Jones guy, even though
Oh, dude.
he was a football guy playing
Matt
basketball.
Jones
That
is I mean, as Jerry McFadden's probably the greatest Razorback of all time, and that was incredible to get to see. But Matt Jones is just he was
oh
the
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like,
Love Matt Jones.
if he'd have
And
played
obviously, I'm not going back to like when I was a baby. Obviously, Cordis was like, I've got my Cordis's autograph several times,
yeah,
pictures. Like, I grew up loving Cordis.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, like Pat Bradley. I mean,
Loved Pat
but
Bradley
yeah,
too.
dude, AB's up there for me,
Okay.
dude. I love Anthony Black. I just loved his frame, 6'8" point guard, had
Oh,
NBA
yeah.
wrote all over him.
Yeah.
I loved his demeanor, like,
Mhm.
because he had some turd about him, but he was quiet. He was a
Mhm.
quiet turd.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
always
yeah.
instigating stuff,
Yeah.
but he never got in trouble,
Yeah.
and unbelievable passer. But yeah, like, he's up there for me. So I was really happy to see him. I hated that he got drafted by the Magic just because it's the Magic. Like, nobody really
There's
pays
worse
attention to
teams
the
to go to.
Magic. There's a couple worse, um, but yeah, AB. Yeah, like who are 3 or 4 of your favorite Razorback basketball guys of all time? This will be summer topics too. Like,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
in the dog days, we'll do a bunch of rankings in the dog days of summer on the
Yeah.
pod. But
Um, I gotta have Corliss there just because that was, I mean, like
Big Nasty,
first
baby. Yeah.
memories of watching Razorback basketball. Like when I really started paying attention, was he was, I mean, he was the guy. Um, and met him a couple times as well. And just always super nice, and so Corliss has got to be up there. You mentioned Matt Jones. I love Matt Jones. Not so much the person, because I think he just got arrested, but just watching him
Again?
play. Courtney Fortson.
Oh, I thought you were about Matt Jones just got
Oh, no, no, no,
arrested.
no, no, no.
You
Matt
know?
Jones. No, I'm not breaking that news on the Never Yield pod. No. At this hour,
Yeah, Courtney Fortune, yeah.
pretty sure Matt Jones is doing good at this hour. But
Okay. Okay.
love you, Matt. But no, Courtney Fortson. I
Okay.
think he just got arrested recently. But
Oh, yeah,
on
he
the
did.
court, I loved watching. Just that dude could pass. Dude, his passing skills were incredible. Loved Ronnie Brewer. Um,
Mhm.
I hate that he had to play for Stan Heath, but
Yeah.
I liked Ronnie Brewer. Um, I know there's got to be somebody I'm like
There
leaving.
is. Yeah, there's a bunch, but,
Yeah, Pookie
um
Monica,
oh, that's a good one.
little
Yeah,
Pookie.
Pookie, yeah.
Um,
Smackover,
yeah,
Arkansas.
Smack over Arkansas. I liked Pookie. Yeah,
That's a
big
good one,
Brandon
yeah.
Dean guy, Pat Bradley. You know, we probably have very similar. All every single list we've ever made has been very similar, but it comes from
Yeah,
being like a
yeah,
month apart in age. So,
yeah,
and going to high school together. So, but yeah, those are some dudes right there.
yeah. Yeah, anyways, big AB guy, so I was super happy to see Anthony,
Do you not
get it
have
rolling. I mean,
Denisio Gomez in your top 5?
don't even. No. I hated
That
Denisio
was just a
Gomez.
name that popped in. I had to bring him up. I know
Yeah,
how much you
oh,
loved him.
yeah, he's one of my least favorite. He actually had a decent senior year, like, he was actually
He did.
respectable,
He did.
but up until that senior year, he was not an SEC basketball player,
No.
and he was out there all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, makes me sick. Great, great, great call out. Yeah, dude, we're gonna have some fun this summer when we go down these rabbit holes of our Razorback, favorites, least favorites,
Yeah.
just history, but yeah, dude, there's a bunch of dude. Nick Smith is getting a bunch of run with the
Lakers,
Lakers.
yeah.
Getting him some of LeBron and Austin Reeves, and so good for him to land on his feet after getting cut by the Hornets. And we talked about Jordan Walsh last week. Is
Mhm.
having some career games.
Yeah.
So um, obviously Gafford's doing great. Bobby Portis is back with the Bucks. So Pat Bev just got arrested though, so that's not good.
Did he? Oh, I
Yeah, he's got
dude, I literally just forgot to mention, like, my favorite definitely of, like, the last decade is, J. Will.
oh yeah, Jay Will's great. Yeah.
Like, if
Love
I
Jay Will.
I'll say it to my grave, if he'd have came back for one more year, we'd have gone to the Final Four, but,
Yeah.
sorry, I just had to throw that one out there because
No, that's a
dude,
great one.
his hustle and just his attitude on the court and just team guy, like,
Yep.
I love Jay Will.
Yep.
Sorry.
I like guys who waited their turn too. Just kind
Yeah,
of played sparingly as a freshman, not very much,
yeah,
and then kind of grew into his own. And uh, yeah, dude, Jay Will's great, man.
yeah.
That was a fun team, dude.
Mhm.
Moses Moody. I
Oh, yeah.
mean, yeah, DC Tony, all them guys, JD Note, Stanley and Mude. That was a really fun group right there.
Mhm.
So um, yeah, we'll relive all the glory days
Yeah, yeah,
soon.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, great, great, great call. So, anyways, that about wraps us up for this week. Like I said, we will not have a pod on Friday. This will be the only pod this week, and then we'll be back to every Tuesday and Friday starting next week. We'll pick it back up full steam ahead. So, hopefully we come back with good news reporting from the Razorbacks beating the Vols this coming Saturday.
Yeah.
And man, everybody enjoy your last little bit of 2025 and your last holiday for a while. So um, appreciate all the listenings. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. Andrew, take us out of here, man.
Yeah. Stay classy, never yield. Happy New Year. We'll see y'all on the other side.
That's right.
Peace out. Go Hogs.
2026. Woo pig.